What is up, guys? Welcome back to the SUPES channel. My name is Matthew Ramos, and on this channel I aim to entertain, inform, and inspire using the topic of discussion as always, which is superheroes. So guys, in the midst of Captain Marvel finally hitting theaters, we have gotten new Avengers Endgame footage. Now the footage has not been released online, but today I have the description of this footage and I'm gonna break it down for you guys. So let's get right into it and let's break down this footage.
So just so you guys know, this Avengers Endgame footage was footage shown from a Disney shareholder meeting. Now I don't have the footage, so I'm gonna read the description now. The Avengers Endgame scene that they showed was at the Avengers facility. Captain Marvel argues that they need to find Thanos and reverse what he's done to the universe. Nebula mentions that she thinks Thanos would go to the garden after he completed his plan. A quick exchange between Steve, Natasha, Bruce, Rhodey, and Carol. Bruce then asks what guarantee they have that this will end differently. Captain Marvel says that they have her this time. Rhodey asks where she's been because they could have used her before. Captain Marvel says a lot of other planets out there needed help and they don't have Avengers like Earth has. Thor then gets up from sitting quietly in the back, walks up to Captain Marvel and summons his axe, which whizzes right past her and she doesn't flinch. It whizzes right past her into his hand and he says, "I like this one." Cut to the Benatar ship and everybody is buckled in. Captain Marvel is in the co-pilot seat. The footage then showed Rocket, Thor, Nebula, Captain America, War Machine, and Black Widow in space. Rocket says something along the lines of, "Who has never been in space before? Raise your hand." The footage then closes with Rocket warning those who haven't been in space to not puke on his ship.
Damn, what a scene. I just read according to this description. You know, everyone at the Avengers facility except for one person, Tony Stark. This was my biggest takeaway from the entire description because Nebula is back at the Avengers facility, which means her and Tony got back. Now, why isn't Tony in this scene? Where is he? This scene also elevates my hype because I can't wait to see Thor finally interact with Captain Marvel. Right now, everyone thinks that Thor, he's by far the most overpowered, character we've ever seen. And then for Captain Marvel to swoop in and introduce herself to the team, and the team hasn't really seen her full powers in action yet. I can't wait to see her interact with the team and with Thor, especially from that description, him summoning Stormbreaker and it whizzing past her face and she doesn't flinch. I cannot wait to see that. That sounds so badass, and I feel like her character interaction with Thor is gonna be something that we're all gonna enjoy. According to this description, it also makes it clear that Tony and Nebula get back on their own, because from the footage that we've seen in Endgame, Tony and Nebula are stuck on the Benatar, which is the ship that everyone is on in this description. So according to this description, Tony and Nebula build their way up and get back to Earth on that same ship that they're on. So that basically debunks all the theories that Captain Marvel is gonna save them, Rocket is gonna save them, Pepper Potts, the Ravagers, Valkyrie, and the other Asgardians. That debunks all those theories because according to this description, Tony and Nebula find their way back and come back to Earth, because now everyone that is in this scene is, this is being described as they're on the Benatar ship headed somewhere in space. Now this description also raises questions. Where are they going? Why are they in space? Aren't they gonna travel through the quantum realm? Another person that's absent from this scene is Ant-Man himself and Hawkeye. Both of those are absent. Could they be with Tony somewhere else? This raises more questions, and more questions. But according to this description and the Captain Marvel Avengers Endgame post-credit scene, it sounds like this happens early on in the film. All of the heroes, after the events of Avengers Infinity War, all the heroes have come back to Avengers facility, and Captain Marvel finds her way to the heroes because she was tracking the pager of Nick Fury, and you know, she's at Avengers facility, and then Tony and Nebula find their way back, and you know, Nebula's back interacting with the core Avengers. Another thing that I found pretty interesting was that Nebula thinks that Thanos is going to the garden. So does that mean that she knows where he is? The garden, I'm pretty sure, is referring to the farm planet that we saw at the end of Avengers Infinity War and at the beginning of the Avengers Endgame trailer. We know Thanos is still on that planet. Now, could this mean that they are on their way to that planet? Because we do know that they're in space on the Benatar, all of the heroes are on that ship. And with Nebula knowing where the garden is, could that mean that they're traveling to the planet that Thanos is on? That would actually be insane, because now they're all assembled. It's not like they have one team on Titan, one team in Wakanda. Nah, they're all assembled, and they have Captain Marvel. For those of you who haven't seen the movie Captain Marvel, go watch that film, because when you realize how overpowered she is, then all you think about is how fucked Thanos is. Because just with Captain Marvel alone, I feel like she could take out Thanos by herself. Now, when you also have Captain Marvel and Thor and the rest of the Avengers along her side fighting against Thanos, there's no way he stands a chance. So from this description, it looks and sounds like the heroes are going to Thanos, where Thanos is, and they're taking the fight to him. So this description, just like everything else we've seen so far, just takes my hype to a whole nother level. I'm so extremely excited for this film. I don't think I've ever been so excited for anything in my life. And this description is just, it gets me more excited to see what's to come. And I know for sure that they're not gonna show us this scene until the final movie comes out. They're not showing us this in a trailer, in a TV spot, and they're saving all of the goodies for the final film. And I just cannot wait to see this movie. So there you guys have it. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe and hit that like button. Let me know in the comment section down below, what do you guys think of this description? Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed, and see you guys next time.